All right, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't know where you're dialing in from, but you definitely dialed in, logged in, computered in, smartphoned in, tableted in to Team Elite TV episode 52. Way to go, you guys.
52.
Yeah, 52. Yeah,
Two.
52. 52. Hey, do we have
Well,
anybody on here who was on any of the first 5 episodes of Team Elite TV? Any veterans in house? We
I'm a
got
vet.
Marsha, Team Elite TV veteran, right?
Yeah.
Jamie, I think you were a Team Elite TV veteran too. I think so, right?
Veterans in house.
Absolutely. Maybe Nick too. I think maybe Nick. Awesome, awesome. Hey, I want to show off just a little bit, guys. Look at this, guys. I've got Team Elite TV going on my tablet, so I just want to encourage everybody that if you are on Team Elite, there's really no excuse to fail. And one of the reasons that we do this is to make it so easy for everybody to succeed. We wanted to make it so that everybody could participate on Sunday nights. We could come together as a team, as a family. As you can see, we've done it 52 times already, and you don't need a whole lot of long distance credits if you're calling in from the Caribbean or Europe or wherever. All you need is the internet, and all you do is you click one of the links that we put in our Facebook group, or even just go to teamelitesuccess.com directly, and you press play, and congratulations, you are on Team Elite TV with us. We like to give shout-outs, so if you are watching Team Elite TV live, go ahead and text me, WhatsApp me, Facebook me, or message any one of these leaders, and we'll make sure that we stop and we give you a shout-out. Speaking of shout-outs, I want to welcome and congratulate all of our leaders who are on with us tonight. I'm going to start going from left to right, looking at it from my screen. I'm going to start with the Road Warrior. That's right. This particular Sapphire has been burning up the trail. She's been in Oklahoma. She's been back and forth to Houston. She's rolling with Corey. These guys are rocking it. They're just sponsoring people everywhere they go, doing presentations everywhere. None other than Doris Lopez. What up, D-Lo?
hey, so yes, we've been traveling. Thank God everything's been well. I want to give a shout out to Corey, who is out in Oklahoma with part of our new team, Ms. May, who just enrolled, and her two sons, Ari and Curtis. They're getting ready to enroll, so he's out there, logged on, how to go back this weekend, and he's like, you know what, we're going to get some people together. Let's see what we can do. Let's see who we can talk to. And Ms. May, somebody that every time we walk into her house, before I leave, I've already talked to 2 or 3 new people.
Wow.
So it's pretty exciting.
That's awesome. Awesome. Hey, I guess the part of that really excites me the most is that Corey is really, getting in on the action and really starting to be a builder of his own right. I got a lot of respect for that guy and looking forward to some big things from him. All right.
Yes.
We're going to go to another one of our road warriors. And, I like to call this, I want to just give Mama Fati, a shout out here for being the leader who takes them by the hand and takes them to another country. Right? So
Yes!
there you go, Rocky Sapphire Fati. Mama Fati teamed up with new rising star Esmer Adame, and they shot over to Mexico this weekend and lit Mexico on fire. Way to go, Fati.
Yes, we did. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with you all. It was an amazing day yesterday. I was, telling the story right now before we're on air, how we, Esmer, one of our team members, invited me to go with her to Mexico to go present to a dermatologist over there that has a spa clinic. And since we're in the same business, she told me, well, let's go and talk to him. I said, sure, let's go. So we went and we did really well. We had a line of people doing instantly ageless demos, and we were selling boxes at $120 each box. So we were very, very excited. I mean, we didn't let no customer go without a box of instantly ageless, and we got without getting their name and phone number and email and telling them this is a big opportunity for you to. We're looking for distributors all over the world. You want to join us? And we got names, and we were very excited. It went really well.
I love it, Fati. I absolutely love it. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, hey, check this out. Here's you on my smartphone, right? So, I mean, again, I just want everybody to see, you can't lose with Team Elite because, we make it possible for everybody to be a part of what we're doing. So whether you're getting on through your laptop, your tablet, your phone, there's really no excuse to miss Team Elite TV other than you just don't want to watch it, right?
Mhm.
And so I hope that's not the case. If you really want to succeed, you got to be on here each week. And so imagine you just have this plugged in with some headphones and you can be on Team Elite TV. I mean, even, Mama Fati, I remember, I think it was last week, you were at a party.
Yes.
But you said, hey, you know what, my commitment to serve the team is bigger than my need for recreation. So I appreciate you for that. Hey, we're going to take it down to the Caribbean now, where we have some, future Sapphires, some Rockin' Pearls who are absolutely killing it. This is the dynamic duo, who literally just moments ago, Russell was Skyping with new prospects in another country, another island, Bermuda. And so Jamie and Russell, super proud of you guys, leading by example. And Jamie, that video that you published this week was amazing. Anybody out there who didn't have a chance to watch that video, scroll through our Facebook group, find Jamie's video, and watch that and answer the questions that she asked you in that video. But say hi to everybody, Jamie and Russell.
Thanks, T.Gray, for the shout out. Hey everyone, welcome to the episode. As usual, I'm always excited to be here tonight. We have some pretty important stuff we're going to be unrolling, so stay tuned.
Awesome, awesome. Looks like we lost Russell. Get him back for us. All right, cool. We're going to go back to the Texas Valley, where we've got just one of our shining stars who's just been leading the charge from day one. Look at that, Team Elite TV veteran, 52 episodes later, Marsha. Look at this, we're still rocking this thing. Hey, everybody, it's Sapphire, Marsha Terry.
52 episodes later, and I still look young. Everybody, Team Elite TV, episode 52. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad to be called a veteran. I was here in the beginning, and I'm glad I'm still here, and we are going to have an amazing episode.
Yes, and you changed your hair again, 52 episodes later, and you still keep us guessing.
Just doing me.
There you go. Way to go. Way to go. All right, let's keep it in Texas. We're going to go to San Antonio, and this dynamic duo has really been ripping it in just so many different ways. I'm excited to see the business that these guys are building, the leadership skills that they're developing. None other than, are you guys Pearl executives yet? Did we do that part already? I don't want to miss it.
One away.
It's close.
Who's that?
It's close.
What did Randy say?
It's one away.
One away. So this is called put people in pressure on Team Elite TV.
Team Elite.
Global pressure. Because
Exactly.
now what we're going to do, Randy and Melinda, is we're going to ask you, so what day this week? Is
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yay!
Monday?
Tomorrow.
Monday? Hey guys, we have a Pearl declaration from Randy and Melinda. They will be Pearls tomorrow.
Pearls on Monday.
Pearls
Exactly.
on Monday, right? No, instead of pearls on Sunday, pearls at church on Sunday, pearls on Monday.
Exactly.
Love it. Glad to see you guys on. Hey, let's take it to Jamaica. What's up, man? We got the Prince of Team Elite. You've been doing a lot too, Nick, man. I've just been watching, as you lead your team by example. Your month at a glance calendar is what everyone, aspires to. The way you're taking that calendar so seriously, the money is coming right behind that guy. And I love the T-shirt you got on there, Nick. Pearl Executive, Nick Malcolm with the No Pressure, No Diamond Team Elite limited edition T-shirt.
Yeah, man, that's right. Without no pressure, definitely you can't be a diamond. And so we have to put on the pressure, and we just got to do the work, the month of glance calendar, so that we can move through and know where we are in terms of the fall short. We need to work on that area. As we do the IPA grading per week, we know that definitely we just have to work towards being better than we were the previous weeks.
Way to go. Well, first of all, I got to say, I was wearing my No Pressure, No Diamond t-shirt yesterday. So we got to give a shout out back to Mama Fati for designing those t-shirts for us. Way to go, love. And just so you know that your hard work was not in vain, you're still wearing those t-shirts, right? You know, we love them. And the other thing, Nick, I want to say is that your internet connection kind of glitched when you said we have to do the work. And you said it exactly like Sam says it all the time. You said, we have to do the work. So, speaking of Sam, let's go ahead and introduce our upline Sapphire Elite industry rock star, none other than Samantha Janford from Cali. What's up, Sam? We can't hear you. We heard you. We can't hear you. We can see you. It's like one of the clearest seeing yous ever, but we can't hear you. It's crazy. It's like one or the other. We got to pick, right? All right, you're gonna have to fix that somehow, Sam. But we're gonna go ahead and jump in here because we have officially fooled around enough to burn up the first 11 minutes of our call. As a matter of fact, before we do that, real quick, let's give some shout outs. We got Eric McClendon from Virginia on. What's up, E-Money? How are you? We've got Pearl executive Karen Ortiz. Actually, I might be speaking prophetically there. I think Karen's a jade. But, hey, Karen, I know you will receive that Pearl, and go ahead and make it true. Way to go. Good to see you on the line here. Who else do we need to recognize real quick? We got Veronica Wilson from the UK. Come on, the UK is staying up late to be on this. Man, they are setting the pace over there. We got Lori Lint from the Texas Valley on. We got Jeff Terry, my brother from Atlanta, Georgia, in the house. What's up, JT? We've got Royanne Kaheen from Jamaica on the line. Kira from Jamaica is on the line. My Pearl Vicky from, guess where? Kansas. On the line. Can a brother get a shout out for getting it right? Oh my goodness, man, I was stuck on that one for a long time. All right, we've got, who else we have? I think we have Esmer's on, watching. Way to go, Esmer. Congratulations on a beast of a week. We've got Maria Lugo watching on as well. And Esmer's watching with her daughter, with Norma Linda and her daughter Kimberly. So we got some new people checked in here today. We love that. We love the new people. So, guys, way to go. Time for us to get rocking and rolling. Sam, let's see if we try it one more time. Let's just say hi to everybody before we get going here. Sam? Try it. You're not saying anything, so we know we can't hear you. Say something. Come on, say something. You can do it. No Sam, still no sound.
Those words want to come out.
Hey, you know what? Maybe California can hire some of the internet technology people from Jamaica to come and solve the problems.
Oh my God.
I'm in trouble with Nick and Kim right now. Okay.
He's like Onoa, who had laryngitis 2 weeks ago.
I know, right? Oh my God. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Obviously today we got a really powerful training. So I hope you guys have your journals ready because we're going to unlock one of the keys to the kingdom today by showing you how to make executives on day one, meaning helping a person who just signed up become an executive on their first day, something that if you can master it, it will help you in ways that you cannot imagine to accelerate your success. So stay tuned. Let's do some quick reviewing and promotion. Zen Project 8 is the business. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's the business. You got to promote this in a major, major way. That's what Russell was really sharing with his friend from Bermuda. He was sharing this with them because the guy has a need for Zen Project 8. Listen, wellness, weight loss, $200+ billion industry, guys. Come on, we can do this. All right, download the new presentation. It is hot like you couldn't imagine. It's on teamelitesuccess.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage and click presentation. Okay, here's something new, right? Compliance training. This is a big deal that Janess is doing. What a great company that we've got that is all about protecting the business. Hey, listen, when you get to be the fastest, youngest ever company in the history of the industry to get to $1 billion, guess where you live? You live in the center of the bullseye. Everybody's going to be taking shots at you. Everybody's going to be looking at you. Janess is in the fishbowl. And so now we've got to, as we continue to grow, we've got to make sure we protect ourselves, right? And protect our company, and that's what this compliance training is all about. So we're going to ask Sapphire, Marsha, Terry to come on and talk about this and show everybody where it is and what they need to do and what the new rules are.
Hey everyone, I think it's quite fitting that we're talking about compliance, considering that this week Janess Global was ranked number 18 on the DSN out of 100 globally, other network marketing companies, and number 9 in North America. That is absolutely phenomenal for our company to be in this position and this standing amongst our peers, some of them who've been here so much longer than we have. So that really tells you about the growth and the acceleration of our company as a whole. So I think that the compliance training is right on target. And if you are a distributor already, the compliance training is now required part of your enrollment, or once you start your business. There are different modules that you're going to go through, and as the slide says, you go to J Office. Once you log into your back office, you go to J Office, you go to Tools, and it actually says Virtual Training Center. It's a very nice, easy to follow site, and the first set of videos takes you through like 4 different modules on customer acquisition, which is very important that you understand the importance of having customers in your business. So it goes through that. Brand guidelines, how to talk about products and how not to talk about products, and how to also talk about income claims and how not to talk about income claims. So it's very important that every distributor go through this training. It is required. And as a matter of fact, if you don't do it, you will not have access to your team commission. So that's a way to definitely motivate you to do your compliance training and really empower everybody in your group who is new to see the value of the compliance and recognize that Janess is a standalone company in terms of what we're trying to do with the business and how we're promoting our business. So it's very important to plug into this tool here.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Appreciate you for that, Marsha. And this is a big deal, and it's real easy to do, guys. Just take the compliance training, to help you to be a really good leader. Right now it's a requirement if you're in Canada, the United States, and Puerto Rico. Effective immediately, every distributor, executive and higher is required to have 2 actual customers. One, retail customers or preferred customers. Can't be people living in your house, so they're looking for 2 real customers. And I think that is an amazing thing for the business. One way to make sure people get customers is to say, hey, you know what? We're not going to pay you unless you do. Now, that requirement is just for the United States at this time. If you're in the U.S., that's our requirement. Other countries don't have that requirement yet, but it might happen. So it's a good practice for absolutely everyone to have at least 2 customers. What that's going to do for your business is really going to be huge. Okay, so I want to encourage everybody to make sure that you take the required compliance training and go ahead and get it done. Okay.
Can I just do one more thing before you move on? Also, it really talks about how to post on Facebook or social media sites. So it's very important that people know what to say and what not to say when they're posting pictures or talking about their business on social media. So very important to plug into that this training.
Yes. Oh, man, what a great thing. Because, one of the things that I've just realized is that, I realized this a long time ago, is that when people are posting on social media, most folks don't have any idea what they're doing. And I've seen so many people do it wrong. And when you do stuff like that, you can actually get your company in trouble and mess it up for everybody. So I'm really glad that Janess is getting out ahead of this and actually teaching people. And they're so well done. I was impressed with the technology of the training. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, like you go in there and the guy's like talking to you. That's like real cool, right? So, awesome. We're setting our sights toward the big Janess, event, Expo 2016 in Orlando, October 6th through 9. Listen, guys, if you're serious, it's not an option. If you really want to win, it's not an option. You're going to hear this over and over again, and it's just going to get more and more true. We can't guarantee that you'll make the huge money if you go to the big events, but we can guarantee you that everybody who is making the huge money is going to the big events. And so the first rule of success is, if you want what successful people have, do what successful people do. Successful people go to events. It is not an option. If you treat it like an option, then your success will also be optional. So I just have it in my mind, I got to be there, and I plan my life around it, and I encourage you guys to do that, and these events have never let me down. I've always found what I've personally needed to go to the next level at an event, as these leaders have as well. Hey, big shout out to LaDonna Jordan in Tennessee. She is watching as well. And hey, guys, I just want to keep reminding you guys, text us, message us, whatever. Let us know that you're on. We'll give you a big shout out, like we're going to give Winnie Anderson Brown in Jamaica. She's on watching. So are Carmen and Jackie from the UK. All right, we're going to start calling Sunday night Sleepless Sundays in the United Kingdom, right? Because we got our UK team is up watching, staying up late. We're just so proud of you guys, as well as Melody. Melody's on too. Way to go. So good stuff, you guys. Adam Vincent Gilmer, for his organization, for his team worldwide, is doing a promotion for Expo 2016, guys. First 100 qualifiers to go Sapphire, to hit certain volume requirements. You can get either your event ticket paid, your event ticket and your hotel, or your event ticket, hotel, and airfare up to $500. And you can do that by going Sapphire, by doing 15,000 points, 30,000 points, or progressing from Sapphire to Sapphire Elite, Sapphire or Sapphire Elite to Ruby, or Ruby to Emerald. So guys, come on, let's stay focused, right? That's the hardest thing about promotions, especially one like this with an extended qualification period, which is from March 1st to June 30. It's easy to forget about them. It's easy to let life just kind of get you caught up in the weeds. But the real trick is for you to stay focused and keep it in front of you, and for us as leaders to help you stay focused and remember these promotions. Okay, so speaking of focus and speaking of remembering, April, you know, here we are through the first third of the month of April. And what an amazing 10 days it is. I want to let you guys know that so far in the month of April, in the first 10 days, we've literally done in 10 days 50% of what it took us all month to do last month. So this volume conscious thing is actually working. It's building steam. It's making a difference, a tangible business difference in the business already. And so for the month of April, what did we agree to last week? We agreed that everybody on the team is making the push to sponsor 10 new people. I love it, right? Like, for example, I love the way Kimberly Davis, one of our pearls from Jamaica, she posted about someone that she had enrolled, and she said 1 of 10, right? Which shows she's got it in her mind. Okay, that's 1 down, 9 to go, right? And we want to help those people become an executive, not in 48 hours, but in their first 4 to 8 hours. We're going to talk about that today. And we're going to leverage some tools, the 90-day action plan tracker, the month-at-a-glance calendar, the fast-track game plan that we unveiled last week. We're going to plug in the 80-20 365 as well as Adam's promotion. We're going to really exploit that. And we said we're going to sponsor 10 by making a list, a huge list, 100+ people that we would use the first third of the month for massive exposure. That's the first 10 days of the month. What about the people who just joined? What should they do? They're going to take the remaining 20 days of the month, divide by 3, and what that means is you're going to take the next 7 days for massive exposure. What about the folks who are just getting on board with this? Same thing. You divide the period by 3, and you take the first third and you go into massive exposure. And you want to get all of your presentations done in that first third, okay, which will give you the remaining period for follow-up and close. So if you got to have 100 people see a presentation, you want to get that done over the next 7 days so that in the remaining 14 days, we can go ahead and follow up and answer questions and get people the information they need and help them make their decisions, solve their problems. Okay, and then and that's what the last part bullet says there. Okay, so 90-day action plan tracker. Get it from the TeamEliteSuccess.com website. You want to know what's really funny, guys? I look at the traffic to our website, and typically in the 24 hours after a training that we do, especially these last few weeks, we had these big trainings, our traffic to the website spikes incredibly. But then within the next 7 days, it falls off remarkably. Hey, guys, what that simply means is that we're forgetting, right? It just means that we're falling off. It means that we're getting caught up in the weeds. I want to encourage you that as you go through the week, keep going back to the site, referring back to the trainings, and as you're enrolling new people, same thing. Your team members, we got a lot of team members coming back. This is a great business. It's a business people come back to. Life will bog them down, stuff will happen, and then they will come back and say, hey, I'm ready to build now. What should you do with those folks? Send them to the website to get caught up. Okay? So Team Elite TV 49 is one of the things people need to watch. Team Elite TV 50 is something that everybody needs to watch. That's the training on the month at a glance calendar. Okay, we want to make sure everybody's using that calendar. Your calendar is going to tell the size of your check. And then last week, Team Elite TV 51 was about this new Fast Start game plan, Fast Start to $1,000, and we want everybody to see that. We want everybody to learn how to draw it by watching it over and over again. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to write down something in your notes. Knowledge is not power. Right? We've all heard knowledge is power, but that is not true. So write down, knowledge is not power. You want to know what power is? Applied knowledge is power. That's where the power comes from, when you get the knowledge and you apply it. So you were challenged last week. Said, hey, download this, grab a blank sheet of paper, go to the website, watch the video over and over again, and learn how to draw it. And you know what? If everybody who did that really did that throughout the course of the week, traffic numbers on the website would actually go up, not down. And guess what? The fact that they went down means everybody did not do the homework. Guys, this is one of the things that you need to learn how to do. I know some of you guys want to just push play, and you certainly can, but I want to encourage you to learn how to draw it, because that time is going to come when the internet doesn't work, or your technology doesn't work, your computer shuts down on you, your battery's not charged enough, and all you're left with is pen and paper. And you need to be able to draw this, and you need to be able to say the words, okay? Say the words that make people think properly. We're also going to leverage some events in April, because events make the difference, and I love Janess. We've got all sorts of great events. We've got Jade Executive, Melinda Martinez is going to come on here and talk about the event schedule that we've got for the month of April.
Well, I just love this because we are able to leverage events, and for our April focus to be able to physically sponsor our 10 people, we have multiple events. We have April 16th, we have the Janess University in Rome. We also have April 23rd down in Miami for anybody that can make it down there. That would be fantastic. We also have some Texas events. We have Dallas on Tuesday, April 26th. We also have Austin on the 27th, McAllen on the 28th, Houston Super Saturday on the 30th. Now, what I love is that Adam also helps us with the 80-20-365, and if anybody has not been to that event, or even if you've been to the event and you can leverage taking some new people there, I highly recommend. It'll be in Houston from April 29th to May 1st. We definitely want to take advantage of everything that we are given through Adam and Team Elite, and leverage the events that Janess offers, as well as you know, putting a strong focus on them.
Awesome, awesome. And you know what, Melinda, I want to go backwards just a little bit to that event on April 23rd in Miami. You know, that's a big deal. You got Mark McDonald is going to be there along with some of the top diamonds, and Lucy West. Janessa's Director of New Business Development. And they're going to do an English presentation in the morning, a Spanish presentation in the afternoon, and a Sapphire luncheon, right? A Sapphire luncheon. That's just really quite amazing. And so I want to encourage anybody who has the opportunity to leverage that. And forgive my computer is so tied in. I'm one of those super tied in individuals with Apple everything. So I don't know if you guys can see when my text messages and stuff pop up on the screen. But we threw my son his 16th birthday party. It was crazy off the chain. And so I'm getting all these text messages from my friends saying, can I throw them a party? Crazy. But anyway, we digress. As far as this Texas tour with Adam, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. And we have huge goals and aspirations, guys. Adam is really a rock star. He's done some amazing things and continues to do some amazing things as a diamond in this company and a former network marketing company owner. And so, you know, we want to make sure that we maximize Adam coming to Dallas, Austin, McAllen, and Houston. We've set a goal, at least 100 people at each event. And so in order to do that and to make sure that these events are world-class, I've volunteered to do a special training, not just for Team Elite, but for anybody in Jeunesse who has an interest in this Texas market, because these will be ticketed events, and we want to make sure that these events are set up in the right way. So on this coming Saturday morning, I want everybody to mark this down in their calendar. It's a special Texas preparation training on, we're going to use JWorld to do it. So hopefully you have your JWorld link. If not, you can use mine. I will post it in the group. But we're going to use JWorld to do the training, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. in the Central Time Zone. It'll go till about 11:30. So budget an hour and a half. It's going to be a two-part training. The first part is going to be how to set up a winning presentation meeting. Okay, we want to make sure that our presentation meetings rock, especially when we have folks like Adam or myself or any of these other top leaders coming to your city. So we're going to go through step by step how to do that. There will be no mysteries. You will know how to do it like a pro, where we do it. Everything that we do is by design. It's not by accident. We're going to teach you the design. The second is we're going to show you how to get the butts in the seats. We're going to show you how to get people there. And you know, the difference is, you know, professionals promote, amateurs announce. So we're going to show you on the second part of that training how to promote and not just announce. There's a total difference. We're going to show you how to invite so that people show up. What do you guys think about that? Does that sound exciting?
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right, cool. So let's get our teams on there. Hey, shout out to Derek Coleman. DC from DC. That's where he is, in Washington, D.C., or the DMV, the D.C., Maryland, Virginia Metropolitan Marketplace. My brother from another mother, way to go. Glad to see that D.C. is on. Kira from Jamaica. I'm not sure if I gave her a shout out earlier, but I want Kira to know. Kira, we know that you are on, girl, from the yard. That's what I'm talking about. And Melinda already promoted 80-23-65 with Adam, April 29 to May 1, Houston, Texas. $99. You guys have absolutely got to be at this event. All right, guys, it's time to roll up our sleeves and dig in and get down to business. Let me ask you guys a question before we jump into this part of the training. Let me ask you guys a question just before we even start. Why are you in particular looking forward to learning how to make executives in one day? What does this training mean to you?
Anytime that you can make executives, then you're going to turn around and be able to create sapphires.
So you want to know how to create sapphires. You're going to definitely learn how to do that today, and you'll be able to do it in record time.
It also shows people how to get paid faster.
You have issues with that? Is that like pay faster?
I don't know.
Money is okay, Marsha. It's all right.
I heard little feet in the background.
I know. I'm messing with you.
Hey, I think that on my end, I'm with Marcia, right? On the getting paid faster. I think that the quicker that we help our team create our new distributor, start seeing some money in, the faster that they will get lit on fire and just take off. Look at Esmer.
Yep, absolutely. What's happening there, right? So that's definitely good to get people going faster. Hey, big shout out to Curtis, who is watching from in Oklahoma. Brand new distributor Curtis. He's watching with Corey in Oklahoma. So good stuff. All right, well, guys, this is a big training for your business. We're going to go ahead and jump in. I hope that everybody is ready for a powerful session here. Take good notes. Listen with your heart. Listen with your mind. It's not so much the words. I'm going to tell you that right out now. It's more the mindset, okay? As a matter of fact, I want you to write that in your notes. It's not so much the words. It's more so the mindset, okay? That's going to make all the difference in the world, okay?
Right.
All right, so here we go, guys. Let's talk about this whole concept of making executives on the first day. All right, so what is an executive? All right, and I'm going to give the United States Jeunesse definition of an executive. And you know what? Let's make this the Team Elite definition of an executive, because I can tell you right now, just imagine your business with 5,000 distributors, okay? That's exciting, right? How many of you think that's a good vision?
Extremely exciting.
Now imagine your business with 5,000 distributors who also have 2 customers each.
Yay!
Right? Right? So now you got 5,000 distributors and 10,000 customers. How many of you like that business better than the first one?
Yeah.
Right? So really the folks in the other countries should be begging for this to be a requirement in their country, because that's one way for people to do what they should do, make them have to do it in order to get paid, right? All right, so what is an executive? Number one, an executive has to be a distributor. So this is a person who has at least 100 points. So a person who just buys a starter kit can't be an executive until they do 100 points themselves, right? Now those 100 points can come from customers, but they got to do those 100 points. It's so much better for people to just do a pack, because then you get that part out of the way. Because if they do at least a basic pack, they get 100 points, right? They do an ambassador pack, they get 500 points, so it's not an issue. They can check off a distributor. The second thing is they have to have 2 customers of their own, either retail or preferred, okay? I love this, right? This reminds me of one of my first great experiences in network marketing. I was with a company where the first thing you had to do was go out and get customers, right? And so it's great to have a person just knock those out right away. Good deal. Number 3, 2 personally enrolled distributors, right? And by the way, we drew these as all ambassador packs because we want to get that in our brains, right? And then number 4, they've completed the compliance training. Okay, so this is what makes an executive. And really, let me ask you guys a question. When you look at this little simple drawing, let me ask you a question. How long should this really, do you think this really should take?
A day.
24 hours.
A day, right? It really is something that can take a day. But let me ask you this question. Why do you think it takes so much longer than a day for most people? That's a real live question.
Because
I think that sometimes
they don't do anything at all.
I love it when you guys talk all at once. I love the excitement. Go ahead, try again.
When people don't know what to do, they don't do anything at all.
All right, there you go. So many folks don't know what to do.
Right. We're in the duplication business, so if we want our people to be able to achieve that, then we have to teach them how to do it.
Okay, so they're not taught to do it. We got to teach them how to do it, and that's really a good observation there, Doris. Because you know what? Here's what leaders do. Leaders take the blame, right? So when I was putting this together and I said, why is this not really happening throughout our team? I had to say, you know what? Because of me. I have to start by taking the blame myself and say, I have not taught people how to go executive in a day, and I have not consciously said, hey, this is what I'm going to do with the people that I'm working with. So I have to start with me. Leaders, and that's a leadership thing. People have such a hard time with that, but that's what leaders need to do, right? So I like that you figured that out, Doris, and realize that that's something that we as leaders have got to take responsibility for. Okay, any other reasons why this isn't happening? Why you guys think this is not happening?
Yeah, hey T, it's Sam. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear Sam.
Yay! Yay! What I have found is that a confused mind is paralyzed. A confused mind does absolutely nothing. So if we don't, like Dora said, if we don't show them what to do, but show them in such a clear, precise 1, 2, 3 ABC type of a way, then they don't see it. They don't see it clear enough. They don't see it clear enough. They're going to be confused, and a confused mind, they just won't move forward. And so you have that barrier to overcome. And then also when somebody gets started, a lot of times they feel like they need to know everything. You know, they need to put on their lab coat, they're 100% prepared, all their pencils sharpened and clocks all set at the right time before they get started. So us as leaders need to bridge that gap and tell them that you don't need to know everything. Follow my lead. Here's what we do. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and lay it out as simply as possible so we can duplicate as fast as possible and get rid of that confusion, get rid of that scarcity mentality of getting them outside their comfort zone to even take that first step. So we need to help them put their list together and then jump in and help them make those initial.
Okay, Sam froze up, but you know what, Sam? I love. It's funny you froze up right where you did because I love your use of the phrase "help them." That's going to come up a few times, but to just kind of summarize what Sam said, she really pointed out 2 big reasons. Number one is analysis paralysis. Right? Analysis paralysis. That's where people feel like they need to know everything. And the worst thing about it is kind of go back to Doris's point about duplication. Sometimes what happens is we pass on analysis paralysis because we've got it ourselves, and so then we put that on our people. We give them these crazy homework assignments that keep them busy for months. And then the other thing is avoidance. Avoidance. Sometimes the reason that people get into analysis paralysis is to avoid doing the actual thing. It's really crazy because people want to be successful, but they want to be successful. If there was a way to be successful without talking to anybody, people would jump at it, right? And so what happens is people start to find all these reasons, Randy, of why they can't do anything. Oh, I need to do this first. I need to do that. I need my business cards. That's my favorite one. I can't go talk to anybody until I have my business cards. I'm waiting for my business cards to arrive. Okay, so these are some of the big reasons why people aren't getting it done. And these are great observations from the leadership team here. But let's go ahead and jump in here to, I came up with some reasons myself. And this graphic is not supposed to be on this page, so do me a favor, pretend you don't see it, okay? All right, you don't see that. Of course, now all you can do is see it, right? Because I said you don't see it. All right. So one reason why most people don't help people become executives in their first day is because they're actually in a state of shock. They can't believe they actually sponsor somebody. Oh my God, right? I actually sponsor. So they just kind of feel like maybe I should just let me take this little blessing and not add on to it and pursue anything further, so I don't lose this blessing, right? And so they're afraid to lose their new person by challenging them to be successful quickly, right? I just sponsored Jamie. Let me not. I don't want to make her change her mind by asking her to do the stuff that she signed up to do. Right? And many times the sponsor doesn't really believe that it can be done. Right? So you guys are like, oh, come on, T.Gray, you were going hard today. Yeah, we gotta deal with this. If we're gonna become this amazing team, we've gotta be amazing. And so we have to kind of be honest with ourselves first, right? And then, of course, like someone said earlier, I think it was Marcia, people don't know how to do it. But Marcia, I would say not only is it that the The new person doesn't know how to do it, but the sponsor doesn't know how to do it. You guys see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to fix these things today. We're going to fix them. So, but we're going to start by asking ourselves, why is this even important? Okay? Why is this even important? So now I give you permission to actually see that container of milk there, right? And what is it that, when you look at that container of milk, what is it that you see on that container of milk?
The best
Expiration. There is an expiration date on that thing. So in this particular case, if you bought this container of milk on, let's say, April 1st, what is this trying to tell you?
You got 3 days.
You got 3 days to drink it before it starts to go bad. And you know what? Isn't it funny? You think about people who sign up in the business, guess what? The average person who signs up in your business has a 72-hour expiration date. They are more excited on the day that they sign up than they're going to be 3 days later, unless something happens. You make something happen in their business, it will buy you another 3 days. All right, so leaders and people who out there who want to build huge businesses and build huge teams, you've got to know this. You've got to understand this. You've got to understand why people do what they do. You know, I say it all the time, and I want you to write this in your notes. In order to be incredibly successful in Jeunesse, you will have to become, Marsha's finishing my sentence right now, an expert in people. You will have to become an expert in people, and you have to understand that people join the business. They have a 72-hour expiration date. They will start to diminish. They will start to go bad. They will start to spoil if nothing happens in 3 days. Doris, you just sponsored all these new people in Oklahoma. I'm so happy that Corey stayed behind, because here's what happens. That clock started ticking when they signed that paper. 3 days. 3 days, right? Okay. Now, another reason to make executives on the first day is because it will help you to create momentum in their business and help you to create momentum in your business. Yes, they're one and the same, but we've got to stop thinking about the business just from our perspective. We have to start thinking about the business from the standpoint of creating success for people, because when we do that, guess what? Our success will be taken care of. And so that's another reason to do it. And then thirdly, set the trend. Guess what people do in this business? They do what they know.
You copy.
They do what they know, right? And so it was funny. I remember in the last company that I went diamond, we started a group in a particular country, and the leader of that group, you know, we had the equivalent of an ambassador pack, and then we had a middle pack, and we had a small pack. And when I was coming there to start to help launch his country, he said, do me a favor, don't mention the small pack or the middle pack. And I'm like, well, that's not fair. He says, no, it's not fair to my people for them to start with a disadvantage.
Wow, that's powerful.
He said the big pack, exactly, Doris, I knew you would catch that. He said the big pack is where all the advantages are. My people don't deserve to start, we always get the short end of the stick. We deserve to start with the big pack. And so literally the first 100 to 150 or so people on his team joined with the big pack.
Right.
You know why they joined with the big pack? They didn't know any better. That's all they knew.
Right.
It's all.
And T.Gray, you and I have seen this in that, and even adding on to that same situation that we experienced there, that you were so great at navigating with that whole team and getting that up and going. You know, people do what's expected of them. So if when you talk to them, I know we talked about this last week about conviction. And if you come at somebody with that conviction, that general sense of you care about them, and the genuine excitement, but also generally seriousness, and you have such conviction on what it is that you're sharing with them, and if you have any hesitation
of, well, this might be a little expensive. I don't know if they'll be able to afford it. If you have any type of that energy around it when you're presenting to somebody, they'll pick up on it, and they will not do the ambassador pack. They'll do the basic pack, and that's probably about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Sam. And, like you said, people will play to their level of expectation, and that kind of goes to what Nick just posted in our leadership chat group. He said that the quicker people get, he goes, if you get people to executive in 48 hours, it's likely that that's what they're going to do with the people on their team, right? Because that's what they know. That becomes the expectation, and then what happens is you start to have people achieving Sapphire in 15 to 30 days, right? So great observation there, Nick. Fantastic. Sorry that the Hangout kicked you out, Nick, and Nick has gone reverted to watching. I'm having a little fun here. I'm actually chatting with Veronica in the United Kingdom while we're doing this episode. Way to go, Veronica. Great leadership. I hope you make it to Rome on Saturday to see Adam, okay? So people are sitting here with like bated breath. They're like, okay, all right already, so how do you do it? All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about how you do it, okay? The first way that you create executives on day one, the first thing you have to do is you have to follow the system, okay? This is where following the system becomes crucial, because if you don't follow the system, what you will be doing is showing your prospect that it is hard, that it is difficult, and they will be very, very afraid to attempt becoming an executive in their first 2 days, in their first day, right? If you do follow the system, you will show them that it is so simple that they will be ready to go with you, right? So you can't do it the wrong way and say, hey, but that's not how we really do it. We really do it this way. You've got to follow the system. So if you use the videos to share the opportunity, guess what you show? You show how simple it is, and you show them that anybody can do it. If you use your support system to close the deal, this means 3-way phone calls. You show your prospect, your new person, you are not alone. If you use the fast track to 1,000 game plan before asking them to sign up, but after they've seen a presentation, of course, the new person then sees visually how it can work. That fast track plan will plant the seeds in their mind of how to win. And they will literally be expecting you to help them sponsor too, because that's what the fast track says, right?
Right.
You will literally be letting them down if you don't encourage them, and because it's expected. They saw it in the thing. They know that this is what we do, and they should be, they're gonna be like, okay, well, this is what this is our next step, okay? Now, the second thing you have to do is what Sam said. Take the lead. This is an opportunity for leadership, folks, right? Now, here's what you say. The first thing you say is, great. This new person just signed up. You say, great. Welcome to the family. I know you answered this already, but I'm gonna ask you again anyway. How would you like to start making money? Would you like to make money slow? Or would you like to make money fast? Right? Everyone says fast for 2 reasons. Everyone wants to make money fast, and number 2, everyone's going to say the last thing, right? So that's why you have to get that part right. Okay, then you say great. The key to making money fast and setting a momentum trend in your business is going executive right away. Okay, you're going to equate these things together. You're going to put these things together. This is leadership. You want to make money fast? Great. Then you need to set the momentum trend in your business, which means that you go executive right away. You have to do it. You have to set the pace. And then your whole business is going to go this way. All right? So the key to making money fast and setting a momentum trend in your business is going executive right away, ideally in your first day in the business. Doris, this is how you have to speak to people from now on. When they sign up, the act of signing up is not the end. It is the beginning, folks. So when they sign up, when they've completed the act of signing up, you go right into this.
Right. Right.
Okay?
Right.
All right. So we're still taking the lead. They're still continuing this conversation. This is what we said. Great. Welcome to the family. I know you answered this already, but I'm going to ask you again. How would you like to start making money? Slow or fast? Fast? Great. The key to making money fast and to setting a momentum trend in your business is going executive right away, ideally in your first day in the business. It's actually very simple. So let's start on it right now. Okay? Now, guys, look at the language. The word simple in particular is carefully chosen because it's not easy, but it is simple. Okay? All right? People don't like it. When you say easy, it's one of those trigger words. So it's actually very simple. So let's start on it right now. Okay? That's leadership. Tell them when are we going to do it? People are looking for you to tell them what to do. So let's start on it right now. The first step is let's make a list of the people who will take a look at this just because it's you asking them to. That's your mom, your sister, your dad, your brother, your cousin, whoever, your best friends, your co-workers, your classmates, your church mates. Who are those people, your neighbors? Who are those people that because it's you, they'll at least look? Right? Notice this, who will take a look at this, not who will buy this stuff, not who will sign up, who will take a look at this. So they need to make that list right there with you. Okay, I'll wait. Go ahead. How many are you looking for? How many can you put on the list?
Right.
Okay, 10 or more is good. They write down 5 or 6. You're like, come on, seriously? I know you can give me 10. And you give me 10, so I know you can give me another 10. Okay? All right. Now, let's prioritize this list. Who on this list, who are the people that are the easiest for you to talk to? Let's put a mark next to their names. Okay? Now, who on this list is most likely to have at least $300? So they can get started with a basic pack at the very least. We want them to start with the ambassador pack, but let's make sure they at least have $300. So we're looking for the folks that are easy to talk to that have a couple of dollars. Okay? Now, third thing, we have to help them do it. I don't know how Sam said help them before her screen froze. Help them do it. This is the biggest mistake. We send them off to do it. Write this down in your notes, guys. We want to make the transition from being travel agent leaders to being tour guide leaders. You don't want to be travel agents in this business. You know what travel agents do? Travel agents book a trip for people and send them off on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Tour guides, what do? They go with you. They show you the way.
Take you on the trip.
Right.
They're on the trip. So which one are you, a travel agent or a tour guide? Okay? And okay, so here's what happens. This is how we do tour guide. We say, okay, now let's call your top 5 to 10 people.
Right.
And there's one word missing here, together. Let's call your top 5 to 10 people together. So what does that sound like? Okay, so the new person says, you're going to tell the new person, all I want you to say, because now they're afraid, they're scared. They're like, call somebody. I don't even understand this stuff yet. You want me to sell something? Nope. All I want you to say is, I'm going to use Russell. Hi, Russell. Do you have 5 quick minutes for me? Great. I just saw something that I'm really excited about. I can't really explain it yet, so I want to introduce you to my new friend and business partner, Marcia. Okay? And then I want you to hand me the phone. Or, even better, put us on speakerphone so you can hear both sides of the conversation.
All right.
So how's that sound again? Hi, so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have 5 quick minutes for me? Great. I mean, that's why, remember, we made a list. We had to make a list of the easiest people for them to talk to. Just think of the easiest people in your world to talk to. Right now, I want you to think of 3 of the easiest people that you could talk to. Okay? Now, if you called any of those 3 people and said, hey, you got 5 minutes for me? What are they going to say?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this is the we're not talking about 5 strangers. This is the easiest people you talk to, okay? These are people who love you. These are the people who are going to listen just because it's you. They see your number. They answer. Hi, so-and-so. You got 5 quick minutes for me? Great. I just saw something I'm really excited about. I can't really explain it yet, so here's what I want to do. Well, I want to introduce you to my new business partner. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine.
Right.
Okay?
Edify your expert.
And then, don't go into a whole bunch of edification. We'll make it easy on this one. Right? Remember, they're brand new. We don't want them to have to remember a bunch of stuff, read a script. Business partner, friend. That's it. Okay? And then either hand me the phone or put us on speakerphone. I prefer speakerphone because I get to train my new person and they get to stay in the conversation. Okay? All right. Now, what do you say as the leader? This is the other reason this is not happening, because not only does the new person not know what to say, the leaders don't know what to say, right? Or the sponsor. So here's what we say. We say to the person on the phone, hi, so-and-so. Right? So let's suppose my new person is Russell. Hi, so-and-so. As Russell said, I'm T.Gray. Russell and I are both excited about, and there's a blank there, because we're going to figure out why we should call this person. Maybe it's Zen Project 8. Okay? Russell and I are both excited about Zen Project 8 and in helping people to live healthier lifestyles and lose weight and stuff like that. And so we've both decided to use the products and to make some money by helping the company market. Look at how this could work. Hi, so-and-so. As Russell said, I'm T.Gray. Russell and I are both excited about Jeunesse skincare products, and we've both decided to use the products and make some money by helping the company market them. You can put whatever you want in that blank. Reserve, AM, PM, health and wellness, categories, whatever, right? What if we're calling in a younger person who might be into energy drinks?
Nebo.
Hi, so-and-so. As Russell said, I'm T.Gray. Russell and I are both excited about the new Nevo energy drink. We've both decided to use it for some energy and to make some money by helping the company market it. Since you are Russell's friend, Russell's cousin, Russell's mama, would you do him a huge favor and watch a short 2-minute video? And you stop talking, you wait for the answer, and the person says what?
Yes.
Why do they say yes?
Because they love Russell.
They're Russell's friend, mama, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Now watch this next part. Here we go, Randy. You ready? We'll send it to you now, and we're going to wait for your feedback. Now, what does wait for your feedback mean to you?
You got to watch
the response.
You're going to do it right now.
Do it right now. Right? How about this? We're going to stay on the phone while you watch it.
It's only 2 minutes, right?
It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? So that's optimal. If you can, why not? Okay? Because your goal is to get them to watch the video right then and there with you on the phone. And then you move them through the steps and the 3-step video process. So you're starting them into the 3-step video process right there. Okay?
Right.
Right. Now, you move them through the 3-step video process. Your 4th step to help them creating an executive on the first day is to help them close the deal. So that means you move that prospect through the 3-step video process. You answer their questions. You do the fast start to $1,000 game plan. And then you ask them to sign up, not new person, you ask them to sign up. And you go through that process with 5 to 10 new people, 5 to 10 prospects. And if you want to really be hot stuff, as those people sign up, do the same thing with them. I dare you. I dare you to do it with that many people. Okay? So quick review. First step, follow the system so that you can actually lean on the system, right? That means use the videos, use a support system, use a Fast Track to 1000 game plan before you ask that person, to sign up. Then you take the lead, you grab them by the hand and say, let's help you start making money fast. Let's set the trend. Go executive right away. First day in the business. Let them know how simple it is. Have them make their list. You sit there and watch them and wait for them to make the list. Okay? Help them prioritize the list. Easiest to talk to. Who's got some money? Third step, help them do it. Be a tour guide. Let's go together. Let's call your top 5 to 10 people. All I want you to say is, hi, so-and-so. You got 5 quick minutes for me? Great. I just saw something. I'm really excited about it. Can't really explain it yet, so I'm introducing you to my new business partner, my friend so-and-so. Then give me the phone or put us on speakerphone. Speakerphone is preferred. What do you say to the person on the phone? Hi, Joe, Jane, Sue, Sally, Mary, whatever that person's name is. As Randy said, as Russell said, as Melinda said, I'm T.Gray. Randy and I are both excited about staying healthy and living a long time, and that's what Janessa's about. So we both decided to use the products and make some money by helping the company market. Since you are Randy's brother, would you do him a huge favor and watch a 3-minute video? Great. We'll send it to you right now. As a matter of fact, we're going to stay on the phone while you watch it so we can get your feedback, okay? Let me know when it comes through on your phone. Okay, click the link in the text message. You guys see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sometimes you're not going to be able to do that. In some countries, you can't, watch video while you have a phone call going. No problem. Then you arrange to call back. You got to be a little bit fluid with this. But if you have the opportunity, you got to go for it. And you can't have it if you won't go for it. Okay? And then lastly, help them close the deal. Move that person through the 3-step video process, answer any questions, do the Fast Track to 1,000, ask the person to sign up, and repeat that process with 5 to 10 people on the list. Here's what's going to happen. Everybody who says no, what are we going to do? Get them as a customer.
Right.
That's how we're going to find our 2 customers. And everybody who says yes, what are we going to do? Put them through this same process. We're all going to be a whole lot busier and a whole lot more profitable. So does anybody have any? I want to leave some time here for Q&A from you guys or any of the folks who are watching. Hopefully there's not too much of a time lag delay for the folks who are watching that they can ask questions.
Hey,
Go for it.
T, I want one comment on what you went through, and I took 3 or 4 pages of notes here myself. What you just demonstrated is one of the best ways I've seen laid out of the tell, show, try, do, and I know that's what you were taught. I was taught when we first started with our mentors, and first you're telling somebody how to do it, and then doing this, you're actually showing them step by step how to do this. And then when they get comfortable after you've done this with them 5, 10 times, then they're going to be able to do it themselves. So you tell them, you're showing them, they're going to try to do it, you're going to fix and refine a little bit because they're not going to get it perfect the first time, and then they're off to the races doing it themselves and doing it with their people. So you're not holding their hand forever. It's just like when we taught our kids how to tie their shoe, we didn't have to tie their shoes forever for them. But then pretty soon they learned how to tie their shoes slowly, and then they get to the point where they can tie their shoes with their eyes closed. This isn't any different. Great example, T.Gray. Tell, show, try, do. I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Tell, show, try, do. That is one of the staples of network marketing success. And that's what we're doing here. And, you know, just another thing, Sam, I would say to this is, hey, guys, this, what we just went through here, this is the work of network marketing. This is it right here. This is the stuff that makes all the difference at the end of the day. And it's the reason that you enroll new people to begin with, to get access to their list. And so, you know, my question to you is this. You have a new person who just joined your business. They have a fresh list of at least 100 people that they know and have access to that you did not know or have access to. How quickly do you want those people on your team? Slow or fast?
Right.
All right. Fast. Any questions? Let's see. Do we have any questions, guys?
I have a question.
Talk to me.
So let's say you sign somebody up today, and you know you've put them in the system and all that stuff, and now you're saying that to go through this process right then and there, or should you schedule a time to do it?
Awesome question. Awesome question. And here's what my answer. You ready? There is no better time than the present. As a matter of fact, I'd ask this question back to you and to everyone watching. You just signed up this new person today. That new person has a fresh list of 100+ people that they know and have access to that you did not know and have access to before they signed up, right? And as a matter of fact, they are fired up, enthusiastic because they just signed up. How quickly do you want to get into that person's list? Slow or fast?
Right. Fast.
Right? So if you want to get into that person's list fast, you want them to go home and start calming down and start dealing with negativity and watch TV and lose 20 brain cells and then come back to you at your scheduled appointment time and all of a sudden it's like the aliens ate their enthusiasm.
Right. Right. Sure. I'd like to share something on what you just said.
Go for it, Dara.
I feel like that last word that you just said, the enthusiasm, it's one of the things, it's probably the main thing that draws people to your business. I have to share that when I first came on board and we got those people enrolled right away and we made that money right away, the enthusiasm is what drew Fati to be like, yes, I'm in your team, let's do this, and that is what created that momentum for her to go Sapphire. And now we're seeing that with Esmer, and I have to tell you, there's nothing more powerful than the excitement of a brand new distributor. You feel like you're starting your business all over again. I'll tell you, I was with Miss May talking to Winston in Houston, and it's like they're excited. You feel that fire, and you have to fuel it, right? So how do you fuel it? You tell them that they need to go share this. And I feel like this is so timely. This is so powerful because, like you said, we're experiencing that new wave with that volume conscious group that we have. And I have to tell you, that enthusiasm, when I talk to people, I really, truly, strongly believe when I tell them, look, I love enrolling everyone with ambassador packs because I feel like this. I'm not taking your money. I have a gift. And for Ms. May, it was a gift of health. I can't wait till you guys see her videos. She's just, her life completely has changed. So when we talk to people, we're giving them a gift. And I'm not taking your money. You're actually changing your life by taking this product. So the more product you have, the more that you can reach people faster. So if they cannot enroll with Ambassador Pack, that's fine. They can always upgrade. But I feel like that excitement at the moment of signing up, and they start calling people, that's extremely powerful for us to really see that fire ignite all over and just create that wave of volume that we're looking for and that wave of new distributors that we're looking for. And because we're in the duplication business, people are going to want to do what we do, period.
Absolutely.
And
hey, Doris,
they're not
let me give this to you because you and Corey, you guys are traveling to build your business. You're coming to Houston. You're going to Oklahoma. Here's my challenge to you. In each place, you're staying for a limited period of time. I want you to use that limited period of time to create urgency with your new team members, right? So if it goes like this. It's, hey, today's Monday. I'm leaving on Wednesday. Here's my challenge to you. How many people can you put in front of me between now and the time my wheels go out of Houston on Wednesday? Right?
Right.
Start speaking that way. Start speaking that leadership. You know, same thing you too, Melinda. You guys are starting to spread and stretch out to places like Austin and places in between San Antonio and there. Same thing, guys. You want to start challenging folks. Hey, how many people can you put in front of me? How many people can you put on the phone with me? Look, I've got an hour to work with you. How many people can you put on the phone with me? All I want you to say is, hey, so-and-so, you're my friend. You got 5 minutes for me? Fantastic. Look, I got into this thing. I'm super excited. I really can't explain it. I want you to meet my business partner. I want you to meet my friend. Okay? She can do a better job of this than I can. Then put the phone on speaker. Put the phone on or hand me the phone. And sometimes people need a little bit of reassurance, right? And so here's what I tell folks. I say, listen, don't worry about putting your folks on the phone with me. One of the skills that I have is I know how to make friends in 30 seconds or less. Okay? Don't worry. Nobody's going to be offended. Nobody's going to be angry with you. Nobody's going to be upset. I know how to make great friends. As a matter of fact, you're going to be really glad you did it. Okay? Give them that confidence. Inspire them. So, you know, this is turning a little bit into a leadership training, right? But everybody needs to hear this. We need to learn how to speak to people in a way that inspires them to trust. We're going to go all the way back to the analogy of crossing the street, right? And we talked about this during our leadership call. And imagine yourself as a child crossing the street with your parent, your mom or your dad. And it's not just a little street. It's a big New York City street like Fifth Avenue that's got 4 lanes on each side. It's going to take a little bit to get across this street. And if mom or dad is a little bit timid, you're not going to want to step off the curb. But if mom or dad is going with confidence, you roll and you got confidence and you're rolling with mommy or daddy, they can get you across the street, right? Well, your new person's got to have that confidence that you can get them to exit. So we have to speak in inspiring languages. So yeah, I want to talk to Veronica because she's been my chat buddy this whole training. She's over there in the UK. Here we are, an hour and 17 minutes. Veronica, I want to make this incredibly worth you staying up, okay? Listen to me, Veronica. You have the opportunity to lead and inspire a new market, right? And it's going to grow a whole lot faster if every time you bring a new person on, you help them become an executive in the first day. So you know what you've got to do? Practice. Get in the mirror. Practice this conversation with people. Record yourself. See, guys, listen, if you knew that getting this conversation right could make you a multimillionaire, would you leave the conversation to chance?
No.
Would you leave it to chance? No. Hey, so I sent this message to to everybody who's got an interest in the Houston marketplace. I put a message in the Facebook group, and as people are responding, I'm putting them in this WhatsApp group saying, hey, look, I'm about to start making some moves in Houston, right? And I haven't picked my dates yet, but I have started to map out my presentation and conversation, right? And I talked to Adam about it. I'm just going to kind of give him a heads up of the kind of the tone of it. But I actually started to map it out, and I've been practicing it. Like anytime I get a moment of downtime, I just pull it out, and I just start reading from those notes, and it's little catchphrases and things that I want to make sure that I get across that I know are going to inspire people to see the big vision of what we can do with Janess and of the Janess opportunity, especially as it pertains to right here in Houston, Texas, where I live. See, I believe that this conversation is so big and the rewards are potentially so massive that why would I leave it for chance and have that conversation for the first time with real live people sitting in front of me?
Right.
So what I would challenge you to do is this conversation about making executives is so big and the rewards are potentially so massive that I want to challenge you, Veronica, and I want to challenge everyone who's listening, Jeff in Atlanta, right? Lori in the Texas Valley, Vicky in Kansas, Karen. I want to challenge each and every one of you guys that you want to practice this. Now, let's go back to what Sam said. Don't develop analysis paralysis and all of a sudden think, okay, well, I can't do this until I practice it 50 times. No, just practice it 50 times tonight. Right? And all it is, Doris, is I'm just saying you want to train your mouth to say the words.
Right.
You want to train your face, Randy, to say the words so that, you know, it's funny because sometimes we can say things and our facial expressions say something totally different. Right? So you don't want to be saying confidence words and looking mortified. Right? We call that congruency, and we won't get deep into this training today, but you want to make sure that your face, your body language, and your words are congruent. And it's amazing what happens because someone said at the beginning when we said, why don't people do this? And it was because, oh no, it was the dialogue Sam and I were having earlier about that group, how they just didn't know any better, and it became the expectation. You actually get to define that for people. And if you can lead them with confidence, they won't know any better, and it'll be the expectation in that person's business that people go executives on the first day. Could you imagine you got this team that's just so excited about everybody? You got one person who went executive in the first day, right? And then their 2 people went executive in the first day, right? And then their 4 people went executive in the first day, right? Now you have these 4, 6, 7 people who all went executive in the first day. So you got this executive in the first day club going on in this person's group. Now the pressure's on for everybody else who joins that group.
Right.
And could you imagine they have this kind of silo of first day executive competition going on in their group, and you just keep throwing logs on the fire to see, hey, you guys are up to 12 executives, 12 people who went executive on the first day. I bet you can't get to 20.
That's how you find diamonds. Under pressure.
Yeah. What did you think about that, Marsha?
So, you saw me thinking, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So I was here thinking, and my thoughts were when you were talking is kind of like doing a Broadway show. So when people go on stage, and I've only been to a couple, it's not like they walk out there for the very first time and that's the first time they're saying what their lines for their show. They've prepared it, they've practiced it, they've said it several times, they know exactly what they're supposed to say, when they're supposed to say it. And then the other thought that came to me, I wrote it down, is success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. So you just really have to be prepared, but like Terrence is saying, not take all day long, 2 weeks to get the script right, but just to get it really and meditate it on your soul, whether you record it and listen to it as you fall asleep, whatever it may be, so you can really understand what it is that you're supposed to say when you get your prospect on the phone or in front of somebody else's prospect, so that you know what you're doing.
Love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, Sam, are you about to come on and say something? Was that what that movement meant? It's like an auction.
No, I'm just getting comfy. I took all my notes. I'm good. Look at this. See, always be teachable.
Man, awesome, awesome. Hey, guys, you know what? Together, we're going to create some serious new trends in Team Elite, and that's, my personal prospecting conversation is that, this is for me personally, this team that we're building now will be the biggest, the best, and the most profitable organization that I've had the opportunity to develop in my entire networking career. And I'm telling people, I'm telling folks, you've got 2 choices. You can either watch it happen or you can profit from it. Which would you prefer, right? That's it, right? So let's wrap up this training, guys. As we just review our April focus, we're all on Sponsor 10, and now we know how to go executive in 4 to 8 hours. I encourage everybody, watch this training over and over and over again. I had a conversation with my good friend, with a couple of my good brothers, and I'm just excited about these guys. They're professional people. Their families love them. People in their communities respect them. I'm talking about Jeff Terry. I'm talking about Jesse Owens Frazier, and I'm talking to these guys this week doing strategy sessions, and I just told them, I said, hey, listen, I'm in this mode where I'm looking for a few people that we can teach the entire business to. And if you're that person out there, then I want to challenge you, watch these trainings over and over again. They will make a difference in your business. They'll make a difference in your outcomes. They'll make a difference in your paycheck. So this is a great place for us to wrap up. Again, we're getting into the deep stuff. So we'll try to keep it 30 minutes to an hour. We've gone over again today. But these, I'll say this, 49, 50, 51, and 52. Those are some serious episodes. Would you guys agree?
You know what, T.Gray, when you're talking about such important content like this, it's priceless, and you can't sit there and look at the clock. And I don't know about all of you guys, but it certainly doesn't feel like we've been on here for an hour and a half. And like T.Gray said in the very beginning here, is that knowledge is not power; it's in the application of the knowledge. Because I wrote all these notes down, and if I just put this notebook away, what good did it do me? Right? Absolutely zip. But if I go back through and reread these notes, just like I did from lead, I still go through every night and reread my notes from lead, and reread these notes, and then I apply it right away. So I'll apply it starting tomorrow. Like I'll go through, memorize, practice, and apply it tomorrow. Then now it's priceless. And this past hour and a half, what did it cost me? Nothing. It cost me an hour and a half of hanging out with my friends and having fun. With you guys, I mean, it's like, I like you guys. I like hanging out on Sunday.
Hang out with your friends and have fun, right? You met them other friends. It's funny, Sam, because you touched on something that, this is something that we're going to do, guys. We're going to really institute this concept of the meeting after the meeting. Okay, the meeting after the meeting. And that, when we come to your cities, and we're going to go ahead and speak that over your business. You're going to develop your city. And, Jeff, you're going to give us a reason to get down to Atlanta and do some big things, right? We're already, what Marcia and Onawa have created in the Texas Valley has created a reason that, the Adam Vincent Gilmers of the world are coming to their city. It's because of what they built, along with Doris and Fatih and Nati Vidad and the other leaders over there, right? And so we're coming to your city. Jesse, we're coming to New Mexico because of you. Melinda and Randy, we're coming to San Antonio because of you. And when we come, we're going to do this thing called the meeting after the meeting, that's where the real stuff happens. So, as Sam mentioned, I'm going through my journals, and I had this one mentor who has become one of the top earners in the industry. He's just an animal of a builder. It's just amazing. And we would do meeting after the meeting with him. We'd go to this diner, right? It's called Mama's Coffee Shop, Mama's Diner here in Houston. And we'd go there. And the reason we'd go there is they're the only people that would be open around 10 o'clock. And we'd show up there, right? And we'd sit there, and you didn't go in the restaurant without your journal. And it would always be somebody who managed to sit down without their journal. You see them just pop up and push their chair back and run out to the car, and you didn't even have to ask them what was wrong. They forgot their journal, right? And so we'd all be there with a plate and a journal, and just a small talk would go, and then somebody would ask a question, and that question would spawn a training. And I promise you guys, I kid you not, there were many occasions we would be there at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a 24-hour place. We'd be there 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, 20, 25, 30 of us just sitting there just writing away, just listening, just hanging on every word. Show us how to be successful. Show us how to win. Show us how to create the lifestyle that our families deserve. And we'd be sitting there, we'd listen, and some people, poor folks, they hit up early from work, they fall asleep in their journal, head down, we'd be watching people nod, whatever, catch little pictures of them and blackmail them later. But man, we got so much great stuff for that. And you know what, I will tell you this too, we never let him pay for his own dinner. That's another thing we got to change. When folks are serving you, you guys have got me started. Sorry. But I've been too many places where we go to dinner with folks like Adam, and because he's successful, people think he's supposed to pay for everybody's dinner. That is just so backwards. He's coming to serve. You got a chance to eat with somebody who's got this thing figured out. You know what we need to do? We need to take the check. If there's 10 of us plus Adam, and this is what I'm going to train on Saturday, if there's 10 of us plus Adam, you know what we do? When the check comes, we divide it by 10, and we each pay 1/10 of the bill, and that includes You know, we absorb atoms. We don't let him pay for his own.
Right.
He served us. Does that make sense,
Right.
guys? So we gotta
Yes.
make sure that we fix our mentality of that. When we do things like that, I promise you, the face, the nature, the size, and the level of profitability of your business will change. But I tell you what, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this training there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you watch it over and over and over again, and I hope that you can tell, I hope that you can sense that we're moving in an entirely new direction. We have kicked it into a whole another gear. We're about to do something so big that you can't even possibly imagine it. And for those of you who are really, truly, and sincerely on board, who are watching these episodes over and over again and actually getting out there and doing it, call your banker. Call your banker. And this is what I want you to say to your banker. Some things are about to happen, some things are about to change in my life, and I'm going to need a bigger place for my money. I can't have my money all squished up, suffocating, fighting for elbow room. My money gotta need a place to breathe. So I'm giving you a heads up that you're gonna need a bigger place for my money. And on that note, I will say, good night, folks. That was episode 52.
Thank you,
everyone.
T.Gray.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.